Welcome to day 13 of the 100-day mindfulness challenge. My name is Miss Steer, and today we're going to notice an everyday action using our beginner's mind. Just a reminder that we have spoken in the past about autopilot. It basically means that we are performing a task, we are doing something that doesn't require our full attention. So, for example, when you sit down on a chair in school, whatever it is that you normally do, you probably are able to do without thinking, without really being present. And that's pretty great. The problem is that because we are able to do so many things without paying attention, it's easy to get used to not paying attention. We have, though, been talking about the beginner's mind, and if you remember, that's just an attitude of curiosity where we approach things as if we haven't done them before, even if we actually have. So the question I have for you for your pause time coming up is, if Miss Steer was to really bring her attention to the action of walking, because remember we said she was out for a walk in the park, if she was to bring the beginner's mind to that and notice walking like it was the first time, then what kinds of things might she notice? How might the experience of walking be different for somebody who was learning to walk for the first time compared to somebody who had practiced walking thousands, hundreds of thousands of times? What might they notice differently? Take as much time as you need to think about this, to chat to somebody nearby about this, or to jot down a few notes, whatever works for you, whatever you can manage, and I'll see you in a few minutes. Hopefully you're back having had time to really think about this question. And really the point of this was to get you to think a little bit more about autopilot and the beginner's mind. See, if we're doing anything for the first time, we tend to be naturally a lot more curious about it, and we kind of have to pay more attention to it because we don't know how to do it. Bringing the beginner's mind to an everyday action can help us to practice being a little bit more mindful and more present. So what I'd like to do is to try out some mindful walking. And it's not that dissimilar to the mindful standing up and sitting down, or the mindful body weight that we did in the last two Wednesday sessions, the action sessions. But we are going to be adding a little bit more movement because we are walking. Before we do this, I will remind you of the need to be safe and careful, especially of furniture around you and other people around you. We can begin now by really slowly and consciously standing up and noticing how that feels in our body. And once you are standing, just tune into your body weight. Just notice where your body weight is on your feet, on your legs. And you'll see a video has come onto the screen. Now this video is going to show you the kind of pace that I would like you to walk at. So we're thinking about very slow motion walking here. And when you are ready, I want you to begin by bringing your right foot off the ground and placing that in front of you slowly. And I really want you to keep your attention on your feet as you walk in slow motion. Really tune into how the different parts of your feet move, which parts lift, which parts are flat. How do the front and back and sides of your feet feel? How do your ankles perhaps twist and turn as you move? Can you feel the action of walking in your toes? Can you feel the action of walking in some toes more than you can in others? Which part of your foot hits the floor first? Is it the front, the ball of your feet? Is it the middle part? Or is it the heel at the back? Really try and keep your attention on your feet. And breathe in and out. And when you are ready, sit down gently. Did anything surprise you? When you slow down walking, I'm really shocked by the amount of effort and balance that my body actually has to go to do something that I think in my head is quite simple. But it's only simple because I'm used to walking and I've done it lots of times. Speaking of which, your task today, your challenge is to practice the mindful walking once more. And as we just did, get really curious. Where do you feel any changes, if there are any? Which parts of your body are engaged and when? How does that feel? What surprises you? If you aim to notice 3 things about how your body responds to mindful walking, that will be a fantastic starting point. Feel free to throw in the feeling scale and to notice how you're feeling before and after this. And of course, if you want to extend your learning, you can speak to somebody about it, jot down some notes, or just give yourself some thinking time to really recognize what it was that you noticed. Thank you so much for joining me again, and I will see you tomorrow for day 14.